National Park has so much to do and discover. We have been here before, but this year, 2022, we did all new things. The first day we arrived, it was cold and foggy, unseasonably cold for late May. We decided to go hike the Jordan Pond Loop. There was evidence of beavers on the tree stumps, and we eventually came across a beaver dam. This trail also had a long boardwalk through a heavily wooded area, which made the hike even more fun. We were having the perfect weather for a big Thunder Hole sighting. Thunder Hole is an underwater cave that sometimes gets air trapped in it as the waves crash against it. Occasionally, there will be a huge splash that gets the viewers wet. The poor weather was causing the waves to crash pretty hard, and we definitely heard the thunder, but we didn't witness a huge splash, much to my children's dismay. The next day was gorgeous. It was perfect hiking weather. There was also a slight breeze, which helped keep the bugs at bay. We hiked up Gorham Mountain, which was a 3.5-mile out and back hike. The majority of the trail was exposed granite. My kids loved climbing on rocks. There were lots of viewpoints that looked over the coastline. Once we reached the summit, you could see the other side of the mountain that overlooked the valley. We decided to walk across the Park Loop Road after our hike to have lunch on the ocean. You can climb on all of the rocks and watch the waves crash against the granite. It was a peaceful, restful lunch. One of our favorite activities to do at Acadia is to bike on the carriage roads. Both of my children can ride a 2-wheel bike, but my daughter was on day 100 with no nap, and she skinned her knee pretty bad on our hike, so we decided to rent a bike trailer for her. Acadia Outdoor Center was so helpful. They gave us some local knowledge lowdown, telling us about a secret airplane crash on a mountain, and some helpful tips about which hike to do off of the carriage trail. They also sell ice cream, coffee, thank goodness, and apparel. We decided to bike around Eagle Lake and take the short hike up Connor's Nubble. The lady at the rental center said that hike was the fastest and easiest for the epic views. I was sold. Once we parked and started riding our bikes around Eagle Lake, we noticed that the entire route to the trailhead was uphill. As you can imagine, my son did not like that. We tried to bike as much as we could, but we ended up walking up half of it. We arrived at the trailhead and hiked up Connor's Nubble. It was super quick and the view was incredible. The bike ride back to the car was fun, all downhill. I'm not sure what I was expecting out of this hike, but it didn't meet my expectations. The Bubble Trail itself was one of the easiest mountain trails that we have hiked. We decided to summit South Bubble because I thought that there was a boulder that was on the top hanging off of the side. Once we got to the peak, I saw it. It did not look like a safe place for kids, especially my daughter who never stops moving. I saw people taking pictures by the boulder, but from my vantage point, it looked like a huge drop-off right behind the boulder. I was super anxious, but after my husband went down and investigated, he said that it was a false drop-off and we wouldn't plummet to our doom if we slipped. We took our quick picture and got out of there quick.
All
right, where are we about to go, James?
To see a plane crash.
We're gonna go see a plane crash.
On the top of the mountain.
So some locals told us about a secret abandoned plane crash site. Well, we couldn't just hear that and not go see it. They gave us impeccable directions and we arrived at the site without getting lost. It was a 4.5-mile hike, so we were pushing our kids to their limit. But the knowledge of seeing something that neat motivated them. It felt like a modern-day treasure hunt. The plane crash happened in 1970 and is a small prop plane. After researching it, the crash site wasn't discovered until 3 months after it happened. There is still debris scattered all around the side of Cedar Swamp Mountain. It was a cool but humbling find. If you are traveling to Acadia National Park and you want specific directions to the crash site, click on the link in the description box.
Let's bubble.